What is going on, good G's guys and gals? Today, we are going to be learning a classic backyard game. One of the most well-known anywhere. I think. I don't know that for sure. But today we are learning the Good G's Guide to Cornhole. This classic two-player game is so easy to learn, and we're going to dive right in with the values for scoring. So, scoring goes like this. If you get a beanbag, you get 4 of them. If you get a beanbag on the board, that's a point. If you get a beanbag on the board again, that is another point. If you get a beanbag in the hole, that is 3 points. Any that go off is just 0 points. How it works is only on scoring. How it works on scoring is only one person is going to be scoring per round. So, for instance, blue just got 1 point, right? Red just got 3 and 1, so they got 4 points. You subtract the greater value, minus the lesser value. So red just got 3 points. You're going to be taking turns going back and forth until one of you hits 21. Exactly. If you go over 21, you bust and you start back at 15. But that is literally how cornhole works. I mean, like, that was the shortest how-to ever, right? Don't cross this line, the imaginary line right here. Take turns. Oh, sorry, this is the one last thing. When you score, right? Red just scored, so they're going first this time. If blue scores, like they get 2 points, say, they're gonna be going first. That is literally how you play cornhole. So, that was easy, right? Now we're going to be learning the technique. So, here we go. Okay, so you're about to do your first swing, lunge, shot, throw, I guess. My bad. Here are the 7 simple steps for cornhole success. And that's 7 words, too. Made that this afternoon. That was kind of cool. Alright, first thing you're going to do is your stance. You're going to put your foot right on the line, right? I like to get the stance, and you're going to be shoulders square with the other board. The next thing you're going to be doing is your shot selection. There are 3 shots you can do in cornhole. There is the slider, so you're going to be hitting the board here, and it just slides right in, right? There's the, board shot, so it's just a high shot and directly on the board. And then there's the air mail. And for some reason, I cannot say that like 5 times quickly. Air mail, air mail, air mail, air mail, air mail. Never mind, I can, but later I couldn't, or earlier I couldn't. But that is simply just full-on chucking it, and it goes directly in the hole without touching anything else. But you're going to pick one of those. You usually start out with the slider. That's pretty much the go-to, for me at least. You're then going to do a grip and aim. Now the grip, here's important. People, they go like this sometimes. They kind of throw it like a sandwich. But at least how I do it, how my brother, my wise brother, accountant, very smart, how he showed me how I saw in other YouTube videos. Shout out to them. I'm not going to put a link in the description because they don't need that credit. I just gave it to them. You're going to be grabbing half the corn, in your hand, half in the air. Putting the 4 fingers on the bottom, like so, and the thumb on top. You're going to bring your pointer finger right here. Kind of like a frisbee is what you're going for. But you don't want to, like, twist it. It's just a little slight turn. Anyway, we'll get to that. Sorry. That's your grip. You're going to pull it back here. Next is the lean. You want to lean into a shot. It's like a ski jump. Okay? So you got that, right? So you got your lean. Got the grip, right? You're going to pull it back here. You're going to, like this. It's kind of a back, so it's like this. This is the motion you're going for. Okay. Straight arm. Straight arm. Don't bend it, guys. I'm serious. Bad stuff if you bend. Okay, straight arm, and then swing. Go for it. You want to release? I just learned this like 20 minutes ago. Throw dimes. If you release right here, hip section, that's where you're releasing. It's awesome. You always have to try it. So here we're gonna go for it. Step 6 here. Once you are letting go, you want your wrist to slightly rotate. So you're going to be going like a rotate. You want to end with your palm facing the sky. So straight on with the board, given the cornhole a legitimate gift. That's what you're doing. And the final classic, step 7, follow through. You don't want to be follow through here, straight up, straight at it. So here we go. This is all it. And that was a 3. Proof. 3. And that is how the technique is used. Here we go into scoring with another person, I guess, and legitimate examples. All right, so you're about to hit off a game with your dad, love that guy. With your sister, love her. With your mom, I'm kidding. My sister doesn't play with me, but that's okay. Anybody you're about to play with, you're going up to the plate, all right? You got your bean bags. You got stance. Usually I like to be courteous and say you get to go first, the other person. But if you're going first, you're going to be doing the 7 steps, right? Okay. Unfortunately, I missed. Here, the other person would then go. Sorry if that's crooked, but the other person would go. And you would take turns, like so. I'm just going to shoot these 3. You want to try and get the bag as flat as possible with the ground, parallel, what you're going for. So I want to show you just a little bit more about the technique, about the form. So here, you got your stance, right? You got the bean bag, separation. And straight on, dude. That one gripped a little funky, but not the worst. But that's just a little bit more about the form and technique. Now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the 3 shots that there are in cornhole. This first shot I'm going to be demonstrating is the slider shot. So you want to hit about halfway to 2/3 up on the board so it slides right in the hole. Just like so. This next shot is called the board shot, I suppose. You're trying to put a little higher altitude on it so that it lands directly on the board without moving. On the slider shot, you're trying to put less of an angle so that it slides right in. But for this one, you just want it to stop right on the board. Oops, but 3 out of 4 isn't bad. This final shot is called the airmail, where you're trying to get your beanbag directly into the center of the hole without touching any of the board. I'm going to shoot 8 shots here, and we're going to see how many we can get in. They're all close, but they're not exactly an airmail. And that's called jinxing yourself. Yep, well, at least you know what I was trying to do. And that sums up the Good G's guide to how to play cornhole. Hopefully, we made your game a little bit better. Showed you a couple new things, maybe, hopefully. I am going to leave a link in the description. That's fun to say. A link in the description for the link to this spreadsheet. It is a scorecard to play with your opponent. Just go to the sheet called to print in that spreadsheet. Also, please just give us a good comment. I would love a comment from anybody out there, honestly. Just them saying, it's a good video. That's it. Also, if you're new, subscribe. Subscribe here. And click our other video And I will put up the how to play croquet video right there. But thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Have fun playing cornhole. This is the Good G's founder, signing off.